14 years ago, I encountered a traumatic brain injury. My brain injury was so significant that I spent 4 months in the hospital. Within my rehabilitation to focus myself, get ready to go back into the workforce. The job opening came open, I filled out the application, and for 13 years, the rest is history. I love being at CDS, and I do my best to establish a relationship with not only the children, but with the parents also, because they actually have a hard time themselves, because I know it's difficult for them to have to do all the things they do and feeling kind of helpless with their children, you know, because of the physical and or mental aspects that they're going through. That's why my heart goes out to them, you know?
At first, when I'd gone in for a doctor's visit and did an ultrasound, they did find a spot on her brain. When she was born, it was brought to our attention from the doctor who delivered her that she did have Down syndrome.
But when he was born, he actually had more problems than what we initially thought. He had tracheal stenosis, of course, on top of the heart conditions. The heart condition was a little bit more severe than initially thought.
Abigail was diagnosed when she was born with Down syndrome. She had AVSD, which is a defect in her heart. She had a collapsed trachea, which meant she couldn't breathe. When she fell asleep, her little head would bend over and she would pass out because she couldn't breathe.
Really, I was scared at first. You know, what do we do? What are we gonna do?
I see the frustration, not only within the parents themselves, and I see the immobility of the children, how they are struggling with whatever their shortcomings is.
So when he was first diagnosed, he was in utero, and that was when we first got his diagnosis for his heart. Our cardiologist that day, he said, I'm going to prepare you for the worst and we're going to hope for the best, because we knew going into it that he would have all these heart defects, and you know, we would have to do heart surgery in Charleston.
So you're afraid of what you don't know. You're afraid of all the possibilities that you don't know how it's going to turn out.
I did have some friends make comments, well, she'll live with you for the rest of her life. She'll never ever have to leave the house, get married.
Some people told us, hey, she may never walk, she may never talk, she may never be able to interact with other people.
And I struggled, and I remember telling my mom, I'm not sure how much more I can handle.
A lot of those things that a lot of our children go through, physical therapy, occupational therapy, even some of the psychological things, that during my days of rehabilitation based on my brain injury, I had to go through all those kind of things. So I can relate to the struggle that our children go through when they come through these doors.
She just always hopes that tomorrow is going to be better than today. She's so happy to be here today and to do what she's doing, but when she gets up tomorrow, it's just brand new and she's just ready to do it all over again.
I think one of the things that I actually witnessed is him walking up steps. And the first time he realized he could do it on his own, he had the biggest smile. and I mean, I thought that was great. You know, that he knew what he was doing was great. She
is proving everybody wrong. She is doing the opposite. She can live on her own. She can have a job, and trust me, she is working on being Miss Independent right now as we speak.
Thought I could find my way back home, but I get lost alone. But when I'm with you, I'm no longer wondering.
You need information, and that's what I like about CDS is they give us information. We can find out what the next step is.
So going to the CDS has really done great for her social skills, her confidence. They've done a great job with not only teaching her verbal, but nonverbal communication.
I would describe CDS as a family who want to help me take my child to the next step.
If it weren't for genetics in the CDS building, I mean, Landon wouldn't be where he is.
And I see a big difference, and I'm proud for each and every last therapist for what they do within this building.
But I'm lost alone. But when I'm with you, I'm no longer wondering. And when I'm with you, I swear I can breathe. And when I'm with you, I know
We
blessing.
thank God every day that He chose us to be our parents because we're honored.
When I'm with you, I swear to God.
I wouldn't trade him for the world. As much as we've gone through, I would not trade him for the world. He's an amazing little boy with a courageous will to fight.
Because our mission is to help each and every last child and family to move along in their lives in the easiest way that they could possibly can, regardless of their disability.
Say thank you.
Thank you.